Welcome back, my baby bats, to another episode of Sherlock Holmes: The Case of the Rose Tattoo. And oh my God, it has been so much. It has been so much. Holy shit! Lawton's piece of shit. His camera boy piece of shit. They doing horrible, horrible, terrible fucking things, and they deserve to die. They need to go to jail. Throw away the key, lock them up, throw it away that key. Yes, put them away. Put them away. Because at first, like one is going to jail, definitely the photographer, because they caught him making pornography. But the thing is, he was had picked children in the pictures, so yeah, he's going away for a long, 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 long time. Fuck that guy. Death to him. But anyway, we figured out people who Lawton was working with, and Lawton and these people were threatening the photographer. And let's see. But this is the number. So it's these people. I'm wondering if Vincent's going to be here because he's who contacted to have the picture made of the formula. Wait, no.
The key's in place, but my pinky's too big to shift it.
A lucky thing, too. What good would it have done to dislodge it?
Fuck.
If you're successful, we'll have to fumble around blind to retrieve it. May as well announce ourselves in the Times.
Quite right, Watson. I nearly
But
converted good luck into misfortune. Haste often makes one stupid.
mm, but what do I need? How will I do this? Will I do the same thing?
If you're successful,
Yep.
we'll have to
I
fumble
don't get it.
around blind to retrieve it. May as well announce ourselves in the Times.
Quite right, Watson. I nearly converted good luck into misfortune. Haste often makes one stupid.
They even said it was like raised above the ground. You could see it. That's stupid. Uh, might still wake him up though. Mm.
I heard a distinct clink. We've likely lost the element of surprise. I'm an idiot, Watson.
Nonsense, Holmes. Perhaps it didn't fall far from the door.
Yep. Oh wow, the man is drunk as hell. Hi.
Hi.
Gentlemen, I was resting my eyes. I didn't...
Stay where you are, mystery. Speak when spoken to and keep your hands in view.
A turmeric syringe and two tiny glass stop bottles sit on the table. One of the bottles is ethyl alcohol, the other, unlabeled, appears to contain an organic distillate. He was on vacation.
I'm sure we need none of that at 221B.
It may be evidence.
Of what? Those who live in glass houses?
I take your point, Watson.
The Empire-style desk is decent if unwieldy piece. Time and neglect has taken their toll, equipped with 3 drawers, 2 common and 1 secure. These common doors are unlocked. It's a secure door. Lock is nearly inaccessible. 3 keyholes.
Are you trying
Wow.
to cause a hernia?
Wow. Shelves contain esoteric and abstruse volumes on astronomy and higher mathematics from Matt Poincare, Poincare, Taisho, Brahe are represented very odd. Major mystery.
Major mystery? I am Sherlock Holmes.
Were he here, I'm sure Mystery, that's Misteray, would excuse your common mispronunciation of his name. I am Jeremiah M. Story, an acquaintance.
If you like, why not Jose Ray Martim? Never mind. Offal by any other name smells the same.
Your speech, Mr. Holmes, is as offensive as your presence is unwanted. To what do I owe this unorthodox intrusion?
To crime, you scoundrel. Your crimes and those of your despicable surrogates have brought me here.
Gun out. Two palm-sized fish patrol the large tank. Their huge jaws are covered with sharp triangular teeth. A few scavenger mollusks share space with small prawns. Poseidon, his emblematic trident, stands behind him with a few grains of white sand are fixed in evaporated water droplets on the floor below.
Bad luck. I'll have to retrieve that later.
What the hell he put in there? An antique credenza. It merely served as a surface for the aquarium to sit on. Cabinet is empty, save for a bowl of water, a small, tattered scrap of blanket. The area smells unmistakably of tomcat.
Your insidious scheme has unraveled completely, Mr. A. Will you confess your part in it?
I would deem your declaration to be less than worthless if I knew what you were talking about.
Your plan to sell Professor Dewar's formula to von Bismarck is ruined. Your client has killed himself, and his copy of the formula is seized. The crimes committed to support your plan have failed. I'm about to tie an adamantine knot around a large and cruel conspiracy, and you are the rope. Plain enough?
Talk is cheaper and your time less valuable than I had imagined.
Where is the key for this drawer?
I have no idea. I don't believe Mr. A keeps anything in there.
A locked drawer with nothing in it? I don't think so. Empty your pockets. Like an East End doss house, this entire affair reeks of drugs.
Tilt on, Mr. Holmes. That's not illegal. In any case, I'm just a visitor here.
Perhaps I can make you sorry that you've extended your stay.
You've already accomplished that modest goal.
There's the cat.
What are these fish?
Aurora and Borealis, fascinating creatures. They're Amazonian piranhas, the world's most predacious and voracious characines.
Suitable companions for you, I'm sure.
Fun fact, actually, if you don't piss them off or if you don't like flop around like you're injured or something, they actually won't attack, even with like specifically blood in the water.
You are many things, Mr. A, but not slovenly, I think.
My name is Story. Why do you address me incorrectly?
What can your name matter? However you call yourself, you are certainly a villain.
You actually have to have like an injured fish or like chunks of like actual like flesh for them to feed on, for them to actually like cause any harm by like getting you confused with whatever food's floating around.
How long has the aquarium been here?
I have no idea. It's not mine, as I've said. You are not quite as bright as I've been led to believe, Mr. Holmes.
I won't be distracted by puerile insults.
I merely state an opinion. Such chicanery is beneath me.
Nothing is beneath you. You are the sort of contemptible outlaw who coerces others to do his bidding, a completely amoral puppet master. And I will stop at nothing to destroy you and your agents.
I have nothing more to say to you, Holmes. Call in the hobnailed boots if you wish. My solicitor will deal with them.
An intimate water strategy is portrayed without his fish spear. From some expression and bust. 3 keys right there. I bet it's that trident. Let's see here. What can I do to fish out? Large black cat gazes alternately at the strangers in the aquarium. His alert ears and twitching tail suggest that any attempt to discommode him would be vigorously resisted. Hmm. Ledger. Pages display the pages display a paltry number of unintelligible combinations. The code likely records illicit activities. Destruction might serve as well as decipherment.
Mycroft might be interested in this, or perhaps Scotland Yard.
Oops. No, damn it. I didn't mean to accidentally click that thing. I don't care. Star chart's on there, and the fish is named Aurora Borealis. Yeah, it'd be rude as hell, but you could put the biscuit in there and let it get all soggy and clog up the fish gills and kill them. Alter the pH. Can't swim in dirty water. Speaking of which, there's no filter and pump system on there, so they'll probably die from stagnation. Crap. Okay, what the hell? Oh, well, I mean, I guess that was an option.
You recognize Colonel Merlendorf? Yes, I can see you do.
A fop with a beard. Never laid eyes on him. A photograph of incomprehensible chemical notations. Fascinating to someone, I am sure, but not to me.
Well,
Were your dealings with the Prussians simply a matter of money?
Matters of money are rarely simple, but I'm unacquainted with any Prussians.
sorry about my
I believe
sniffles.
this room will prove you a liar. Did I mention that Merlendorf died in his army uniform? The Lord Chief Justice takes a dim view of treason.
The Prussian can hardly corroborate your wild charges.
The game is up, Mr. A. Give me the man called Skerritt, and you might save yourself from his fate, which is certain execution.
You are not the police, and even if you were, you've nothing that will stick to the Major. Twist and turn as you will, you have no proof of anything. Give it to the coppers, see what they say.
I can see you don't fear the police, but I won't confine my report to them. I am not without contacts in the underworld. I'll circulate the story that you betrayed the Prussian for profit. I'll make you an international renegade and a pariah among your own kind.
Were I the person you seek, you might double-cross me anyway.
You'll have to trust me, won't you?
Wow. Sherlock, what the fuck?
For one who claims no knowledge of scientific notation, you seem well up on your maths.
The books are Mr. A's. He is not without certain mathematical interests.
A man of many talents is Major Mr. A. I believe we've only scratched this miscreant's surface, Watson.
Freshwater fish. She couldn't serve the pure badness. Mm. I said being upright and stand, but there's no convenient way to get to it without jeopardizing one's hand. Yeah, I was trying to think about how to like fish it out, but I just break the thing. Apparently, that's what happens according to this. You just break it. Which I mean,
How do you find...
Appearances must be deceiving.
Do not underestimate him, Watson.
the genre portrait of Napoleon is reminiscent of Goethe's studies of Robespierre, other characteristics of the French Revolution.
You share artistic tastes with the depraved photographer Hargrove.
Whoever that is, presumably it is not a crime to appreciate great art.
No, but it is the other side of lawful to possess it without the benefit of a bill of sale.
I'll tell Mr. A you were concerned.
Talk to Watson.
Shoot him if he tries to leave, Watson.
That's hardly likely, is it, Holmes?
Incarceration may seem to him the proverbial fate worse than death. Prison would curtail his activity, and the authorities could not provide the protection to which a man with enemies is accustomed. Remember, however he seems, he is a desperate adventurer, a cynical, unprincipled fiend.
Not an attractive specimen, then.
Hold him in contempt, Watson, but do not depreciate his capacity for evil or for harm. Old Neptune's badge would make a practical souvenir, Watson.
I wouldn't risk my fingers, Holmes.
No, I value my digits. Major Mystery is going to be unable to give these creatures the care they require. He'll be occupied at Dartmoor. The cat might be grateful for some work. I'd venture there are a multitude of crimes recorded in this ledger.
Perhaps, but what little is legible is incomprehensible.
Mycroft might find it diverting. He subscribes to Poe's notion that there is no enigma that human ingenuity can construct, that human ingenuity, with proper application, may not resolve.
Wait, dang it, I didn't mean to do that. What haven't I done? Why won't it let me? Man passes a mortician or bank manager. Below his high domed forehead, his pale, pitted face, was a preternaturally neutral expression. The slow reptilian oscillation of his head is disconcerting. Will you let me break that shit? What have I not done? I've literally looked at everything. I love and hate this game so much.
Have you lost your mind, Holmes? Control your temper. You'll only mutilate your hand. That glass is specially hardened. Couldn't break it with a hammer.
I will have that trident, Watson.
Oops. Shoot it with the same gun that killed Thomas Brett.
You are cruel, Mr. Holmes. Poor, defenseless creatures.
It is typically repulsive and perverted that you reserve your sympathy for things vicious by nature rather than inclination.
That cat took that free meal. I was like, oh my, I snatched that fish up. And hopefully didn't eat any broken glass, but whatever. We just go pretend it didn't. You're gonna make me do this thing. God fucking damn, I hate this game.
Are you trying to call...
Shut up. Sidon's trident is an ingenious key. Each of the prongs have been serrated and warded. The drawer contains a large amount of German currency, a wad of British fibers, and a photographic negative of Duas' formula.
Look here, Watson. Evidence, so dear to the heart of Scotland Yard. Are you still smug, Mr. A?
I think so little of your acumen, let alone your evidence. Silence will serve me best. None of those things can be tied to me.
I don't wonder you've lost your voice. All your plans have now gone south. Your attempt to compromise British security has failed utterly.
What have you found, Holmes?
Enough to cook a very tough goose. German currency, a wad of fibers, and the photographic negative of Duas' formula.
I guess now I call Scotland Yard. Oh, wait. Hmm.
This string is played out, Mr. A. Where is the scurrilous composite of Lord Lawton and Princess Alexandra? Does Vincent Scarrett have it?
You continue to allude to matters about which I have no knowledge.
My eye, I'm sure you've
So I
insulated
guess
yourself
the
from
photograph was of
direct
Vincent.
involvement in these several crimes. As you won't give up, Scarrett, we'll let Scotland Yard and your underworld colleagues sort it out. I'll parcel out the details in my own manner. The report will not show you in good light.
Vincent is like a son to me, Mr. Holmes, but I'm truly mortified by these vile allegations. If he has wandered beyond the bounds of good judgment, and it appears from what I've seen and heard that he might have done, I could hazard a guess about where he might be found, providing Lestrade and the others you mentioned may be kept out of this.
I'm listening, Mr. A. Naturally, I will have to test your veracity.
A nasty den on the river is his favourite haunt. Place has a nautical name. Vincent's a bit rough on the margins, with a few unfortunate habits.
Your appraisal is too modest. He is in fact a brutal killer, a cruel extortionist, and an unredeemable villain.
That as may be. But you'll discover he's as docile as a house cat. I warn you, any calumny against me will fall on deaf ears. He may turn mute.
I will find his tongue.
Ooh. $18.74.
The connection between Skerritt and Pratt is finally clear, Watson. They were opium eaters.
Indeed? I didn't see it. I don't see it still.
Hargrove saw it, and Lloyd Jones smelled it. The two met, smoked, and shared secrets common to their addiction. Unbeknownst to Pratt, Skerritt was trawling for information, and he hooked it.
You mean he learned that Pratt was a ministry clerk with access to sensitive documents?
Yes, he learned all about Mycroft's ministry committee. The foibles and frailties of the members would be well known to Pratt, especially Lawton. They would be fine topics for conversation.
So Skerritt coerced him to steal the formula with something he learned during their sessions. What might they have had on him?
Debts? Evidence of unethical or immoral behavior? Perhaps they threatened him with death or mutilation. I've been gathering wool, Watson. I had this information and didn't put it together.
It's easy. He's afraid he's going to get outed for being gay.
You stay here. I will see Skerritt in his den, or know the reason why.
Will you go alone? Hold on. I thought our business was completed. I've given you Vincent.
You were mistaken. Skerritt is a servant, and you are his master. He can do everything for you except serve your jail sentence.
Easy, Holmes. Haste makes waste, or whatever cliché might bring you to your senses. Let's bring Lestrade into this now.
Do you think Skerritt will simply slink away as the net closes around him? The man is capable of anything, and he tried to kill my brother.
Your zeal has overcome your judgment. Don't be rash in your rush for revenge. If you go to that den as you are, you'll come to harm.
Don't fear. I will travel incognito, but I must take my chances alone. He must not get wind of all that has happened. Guard Mr. A. Watson. Farewell. We shall meet again.
Oh, wow. Damn. I have a feeling this is the end. I'm so sorry for my congestion. In society, the mania of costume balls is unrestrained.
I need a nautical ensemble, Stitch. Can you help?
A late invitation to a dress ball, Mr. Holmes. Never go wrong as Lord Nelson.
Admiral of the Fleet is too patrician. Something much further down the ranks would serve me better.
But there's plenty of seaman's gear in the back. A patch and spike will sell the look. Just return 'em as you found 'em.
I've been playing this like all day. It's like 2 in the afternoon and I started at like 8-ish in the morning, I think. Oh my god.
Any advice on how to carry off the disguise?
Well, avoid arg or shiver me timbers, you'll do fine.
You know a fellow named Scarrett?
Never heard of him. Never saw him. Wouldn't tell you if I had done. Bugger off.
I got a message for him.
Don't matter. Me mum said never speak with strangers. Take a hike. Merde! Shovel!
Better have a gin to wet my whistle.
Your whistle's almost drowned by the sound of it, mate, but I never argue with a sailor what knows his mind when he's carrying a marlinspike. Merde!
No.
They'll buy you a cream tea at Lyons or something stronger in the back. You part ways to Nirvana. You know the rules. I run an orderly house. Go through the drill or bugger off.
Oh.
Take a hike.
No, dang it.
Merde! You remember this from the matchbox. It pays to advertise. You're moving in the right direction.
Matchbox. Give the money.
Shovel!
They'll buy you a cream tea at Lyons or something stronger in the back. You part ways to Nirvana.
Take a hike.
What?
Merde! Going east? Blast your eyes!
God, this is actually it. I have to do it in the order, so oops. I have to show him the thing, give him the money.
Shovel! You remember this from the matchbox. It pays to advertise. You're
Then
moving
talk
in
to
the
him.
right direction. Take a hike.
What the fuck?
Du bist ein Esser. Shovel! Tear a new ear hole. You what? Bugger off! Such a hole, matey. Did it hurt? Damn your cheek. Take a hike. Shovel! Going east.
Apparently he's supposed to, when you show the match box to him, he's supposed to ask for a
Take a hike.
password.
You remember this from the matchbox. It pays to advertise. You're moving in the right direction. Merde!
What the fuck? Okay. God, this is apparently like you have to do this like in sequential order. So first, God damn it. Show the matches.
You remember this from the matchbox. It pays to advertise. You're moving in the right direction.
Then give him money.
Take a hike. That'll buy you a cream tea at Lyons or something stronger in the back. You part ways to Nirvana. Merde!
Look at him. Talk to him again. Why? Is this not working? Literally, this is the end of the fucking game. I have to talk to the barman, and then you go through the beaded curtain, and that's the end of the game, and it shows like the whole ending video thing. And oh my god. Yeah, it says show him the matches, give him the money, and say the password. Maybe I talk to him by. Hold on. Maybe talking to him is me trying to go through a thing. I don't know. Oh god, this is so tedious. He'll ask for a password.
You know the rules. I run an orderly house. Go through the drill or bugger off.
Okay, I really have to pee. I'm gonna pee and punch a wall, and I'll be back.
Shovel! You remember this from the matchbox. It pays to advertise. You're moving in the right direction.
There we go. I had
Take a
to
hike.
look at the beaded curtain. That's the thing. My God. I swear. I'm so happy. Y'all ready?
Merde!
Give me a place in the back, mate.
That's not how it's done, old salt. Been here before, have you?
Seen your mug half a dozen times, you Tasmanian devil.
There's something familiar about you. You know my rules, then?
They just slipped out of mind.
No strangers, no credit, no noise, no exceptions.
You've got your lucre. The matches is my bona fides, all right?
Fine as far as it goes, mate, but you still owe me something.
I'm trying to lose my troubles and you put more in my way.
Just protecting my business. I got a reputation. Can't let just anybody back there. Now tell me what I want to hear or take a hike.
I think I remember the word you're looking for.
I'm all ears.
Take a hike!
All right then, go on through. Pipes are on the left. Remember now, no trouble, no noise.
The one who tried to kill Mycroft is betrayed by his eyes. A doll maker could have made a better pair. If the eyes and the window to the soul, he has none.
Deranged as you are, Skerritt, I'm not surprised you seek consolation in this den of iniquity.
Interfere with me at your peril, sailor. You don't know what you're dealing with.
False. You're a vicious criminal. Fortunately for the rest of us, your competence is not equal to your intent. My brother survived the outrage at the Diogenes. Young Silverbridge is safely rescued, and the Ministry formula never left the country. Even in your brutal and senseless murder of the hapless Pratt, you lost your gun. Not a good innings for you. Consider yourself detained. You'll be hanged at Crown expense.
It's the great Holmes, is it, in that sailor gear? Go peddle your papers. The police have no proof I've committed a crime.
Not yet, but I have a witness who saw you execute Pratt. Your defeat is total. Your paramour is dead, likewise your Prussian client. The ill-gotten money has been seized along with your patron. Incidentally, contrary to popular opinion, there is no honour among thieves. Mr. A betrayed you in an instant.
Did you think you would talk me into submission? I should have done you on the Cambridge train. I didn't see the reason then, but it's clear I might have saved myself some trouble. So to all vermin.
Drop it, Skerritt. Your real trouble is about to begin.
Shot his ass. He ain't calling the cops.
Fine disguise, Holmes. Your mother wouldn't know you. But what's happened here? I heard shots.
Skerritt gave me no selection, Watson. He is dead by a bullet from his own gun, and disposed of. Perhaps Needham will make a half-crown from his body. What was I playing at? I should have known he would have had another weapon. Where is
Savage.
Mr. A, by the way?
I handed him over to the inspectors you sent. They slipped the derbies on him and let him off.
The diabolical sod is clever, Watson. He deceived you. I sent no one. Pride goes before the fall, they say. We'll get another chance at him.
I'm feeling a bit unsteady, Holmes.
That Mr.
Might we
A was
leave?
Moriarty.
Of course, Doctor. A wash and a stiff scotch will set us to rights. The man who tried to kill Mycroft is dead. I rather wish I didn't feel so good about it. It will pass. Mycroft must be
fuck.
informed. I don't relish the prospect of seeing Matron again.
Perhaps she's warmed
He
to you.
got
No more than a lap rub
vengeance
might
rather
warm
than
the polo
justice.
cap. I'll write to him first.
Interesting.
We'll look in on Mycroft when he returns to the arms.
Yes, so your message said. Wonderfully detailed, by the way. The minister was most impressed. Your discretion was widely appreciated. The death of this Skerritt fellow was unavoidable. You had no choice?
I didn't think your health enough improved to attend my funeral.
Most thoughtful. Any news of his ludicrously named employer?
Major Mystery is at large.
Well, you tied up the other bits very nicely. Carter is pleased. I've heard from Silverbridge, even Lawton is chastened. You have just cause for celebration.
Mr. Holmes, you're not resting. Matron specifically warned me that your brother would overstay his allotted time. He has interfered with your feeding.
Very well, sister. He and Dr. Watson are just leaving. You may bring in that gruel masquerading as food. We only have a moment, Sherlock. I don't wish Matron to receive a bad report. My minister informs me that a certain gracious lady has requested your attendance at Kensington. Please wear a clean cravat. My thanks for all you've done.
Best not keep her waiting. Be well, brother. Watson?
My appreciation, Mr. Holmes. I don't mind saying that your account was more enlightening than the PM's. You're certain my grandson was not implicated in the travesty?
Absolutely, ma'am. The Kaiser was truly outraged by the theft. His assistance in apprehending the malefactors was invaluable.
Your
Gloria herself.
sovereign and your nation are grateful for your discreet and expeditious handling of this delicate matter, Mr. Holmes. And if you will pardon the language, this mystery seems the scum of the earth.
Your language is always appropriate, ma'am.
I'm ashamed of my part in this, ma'am. I trust there is no reason for the Prince of Wales to learn of it. I should think not. I regret that Bertie is far from a model of discretion in these matters. And you are not culpable, Alexandra. It was that Lawton fellow. Lawton behaved
Yes.
a perfect fool, Your Majesty. But I was not blameless. I was so grateful when he cleaned up the awful mess Prince Eddie made. I don't believe I could have denied Lawton anything he asked. Perhaps I was flirting a little. Still, it was most unwise to have sent such a photograph. I apologize, ma'am. Ancient history, my dear. Think no more of it. This story need not leave this room at any time
Lord.
soon, Mr. Holmes.
Indeed not, Your Majesty. The public, the police, and most of the government shall remain ignorant of the entire matter. The formula is secure. The composite has been recovered. Most of the villains have paid the ultimate penalty for their crimes. I'm sure one of the late Prince's charities can find a use for the Prussians' money.
Thank you. Now, indulge me for a moment more. Brown, if you will.
Is she
Please
knighting him?
assume the customary position. For services to country and crown, I dub thee Knight of the Distinguished Service Order. Arise. This honour, like the rest of this wretched matter, must remain a secret. I'm sorry.
If I have rendered service to my brother, to my country, and to you, ma'am, I am justly and handsomely rewarded.
Nicely said, Sir Sherlock. Doctor, Brown will show you out.
Front photograph. The music turned off.
A grateful and generous sovereign is a fine thing, Holmes.
Indeed, but no better than a true friend. My thanks for all you did, Watson. The case has concluded, Watson. Are you near finishing your account?
I've recorded most of its events, those I witnessed and those you told me about, but the historical record demands a summary. Some issues are not entirely clear.
I am not surprised. This was a most peculiar and troubling matter.
I admired your reasoning early on that the three investigations were linked. The suppression of the inquiry and the attempt on Mycroft were in support of the theft. Nevertheless, I lost my way through the investigation a number of times.
You are not alone. I call to your attention the complexity of the conspiracy, its political, diplomatic, and military implications, the dazzling audacity of the villains, the calculated cruelty in support of treason. Is it any wonder we made a false start or two?
I must say that it did not help that you were enraged by the attempt on Mycroft's life.
I accept that criticism. My anger may have been as much
This is
of a
why he
debility
just
as
straight
it
up
was an
wasted a
inspiration.
motherfucker's ending.
But I was not prepared for any solution to the matter which did not include the apprehension of his would-be assassin.
Fortunately, he turned out to be a person we wanted for other reasons. Are you satisfied with the disposition of the committee members?
They will answer to Mycroft. Everybody in this case but he was self-interested. To varying degrees, they were petty, mean, foolish, greedy, ambitious, vicious, or just plain stupid. Some had better reasons than others. Those will serve as mitigation.
Why did you let Lawton off so easily? The man is a self-righteous idiot who has gambled his way into debt and must make an unpleasant marriage to get out of it.
My
That
anger
guy.
is spent, Watson. Should more lives be ruined by this wretched business? I could produce the chain of evidence that would cook his goose, but royal involvement made it very fragile. He will suffer for his deeds, I guarantee it.
I suspect that you knew the composite was the crux of the case much earlier than you revealed to me.
That is a just and succinct summation, Watson. We should let it rest there.
Amazing, Holmes. Should I live 100 years, I'm sure I shall never meet your equal.
My thanks, Watson. Major Mr. A, I think, would warmly disagree with your generous praise. No doubt we shall have to deal with him in time. There was no real acquiescence in the man. He will find another cat's paw to do his bidding. I believe I could sacrifice my life gladly if such a man could be eliminated. The Bosworth emeralds have gone missing. Disappeared into thin air, apparently. Police are mystified. That's hardly newsworthy. It's their natural state.
You'll be asked to put your head to that puzzlement before too long, or I'm no judge of the skills of Scotland Yard. Speaking of which, how was your interview with Lestrade?
He's not happy. But what can he do? His corpses are identified, the crimes which caused them are solved. He's ignorant of the political implications, of course. Speaking of which, I suppose Bismarck's future is not very bright. I shouldn't be surprised to see him dismissed ignominiously in the near future. I don't know if that will be a good or bad thing for the Kaiser. Or for England.
All of Europe is tending toward a tizzy, Holmes. When the old Queen dies, there will be war, I'll wager.
I'm afraid you may be right. Fights among families are often the most bitter. Still, she's good for some years, I imagine. We will keep her confidence, won't we, Doctor?
I've taken measures, Holmes. The privacy of the royal family will be protected. For a century, anyhow. Play that phrase again, will you?
I won't hear it because I have it turned off. Ba-bam. Oh god, I have a feeling this is going to be really long. Oh, that's for Electronic Arts. Yay! Wow. And to think EA would become pioneers of the whole microtransactions. Oh, it won't show my mouse. Part of me wants. Oh wait, I'll just fast forward through it. Golden Gals. This is Miss Divine Grace, Mr. and Mrs. Asian, and it's gonna be Ginger Minge and Gadget Galore. Yes, Drag Queen. As the Golden Girls. It's a great show. You should watch it when it comes in your area. Just, I guess this is like a good time to talk about like how that ending, like, it's just what, like, he just straight up smoked him at the end. He's like, you know what? I ain't calling the cops. No, I'm just gonna kill you. And he knew that, like, the owners of the Weary Punt were like, they weren't gonna ask no questions. They were just gonna throw that body out. Be like, okay, I never saw nothing. So he literally just murdered this. I mean, it is what he is, man. It is what it is. Oh, well, I'll close it up. So this is perfect. Perfect background now. Anyway, that was a lot. That was so much. Yeah. But yeah, I got a lot of mixed feelings about that ending. Yep. It's very interesting too, and then he gets knighted and shit. Man, this what is messy. It's messy. It's weird. I actually have the movie right behind me, and I'll probably watch it tomorrow, but it makes me think of The Hogfather with Death, where he says, "Show me 1 ounce of justice, so show me 1 molecule of mercy. It doesn't exist." And that's one reason why I watch that movie every year. It's intense. Anyway, whew, good lord, wow, what a melancholy ending to all this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, going on this journey with me. Please like the video. Please share it with your friends. Please subscribe. Hit that little bell so you know when I might come up with another video. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna film next. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Mind your Gothmother.